So you do your 3,000 hours.
3,000 hours.
Then you do the exam. And like kind of give us an idea or an outline of how that.
Oh, actually, so I did.
And how much was the
payment?
Yeah, and during your time.
This is part 3 of my conversation with Marianne. We are talking about the apprenticeship program after graduation. Disclaimer, rules and regulations of apprenticeship programs change every now and then. My apprenticeship happened last 2021 to 2023.
When you graduate, or after you graduate, what happens then? Like, what do you have to do to continue?
So yeah, after I graduated, I have to apply for apprenticeship. So
Okay.
it means I have to find a job in the salon for me to apply for the apprenticeship. Though there's another like program, apprenticeship program, but it's different. Mine is like after school, after I completed 1,500 hours in school, then I can apply a job, a full-time job. So I can apply for apprenticeship program because we need 3,000 hours to do that.
Okay.
Before I can do my exam, my license exam.
Oh, okay. So you have to do the apprenticeship first, and
Yeah,
then do
then
the
do the
license
license
exam.
exam.
Okay.
So by the I applied. So I was hired July 2021, and then October I applied for apprenticeship program. During that time, I can do it myself. Like I apply online through the Skilled Ontario website, and then I just had to print all the documents, all the papers, and then ask my supervisor. Ask my manager to sign as a sponsor. But nowadays, I guess it's a bit different. I guess the the manager will do it with a hairstylist. So in my case, I had to do it myself. And then when I received the book, which I had, that book actually you have to finish certain, like say, the hairstyling, all those things, the hair cutting. So if you did hair cutting, but you need to have journey person. So the journey person in the salon, it has to be like she or he has license. So if
it
if
has
the journey
to be
person
okay.
expired license, they're not qualified or they're not eligible to do that.
Yeah, they're not certified. Yeah.
To do that, so
Oh, that's
journey
interesting.
person, then you have to ask your coworker who are
Yeah.
qualified to do that.
Now,
So
would it be a manager, or does it have
it's
to be
the journey person is the hairstylist.
hairstylist?
So
Okay.
you have the hairstylist will do that.
Okay.
It means that hairstylist, he or she is licensed hairstylist.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so they will sign the book because there's like pages.
Wow.
Pages, like you did the haircut, you did the consultation, or you did, whatever in the book. It's too bad I forgot to bring the books, but that's okay. So you have to finish that. But basically, when I tried to count the 3,000 hours, it's basically like if you're a full-time, you can finish it in 1 year or before a year.
Okay.
But then after
Okay, so that's
my
reasonable.
situation,
Yeah.
over a year because that was October, and then 2020, so I could have applied 2022 before October, but because I had planned to go to Philippines during that time, so I decided not to do it until I came back from Philippines because I don't have the time to study.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I applied and I submitted. So what you're gonna do, you communicate the Skilled Ontario. They change companies, so sometimes, but I remember the name now is Skilled Ontario.
Skilled
yes,
Ontario,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, Skilled Ontario. So you message them that you finish. The
And I think
book and stuff, and they will
there's not to cut in, but I think also too it depends on what province you live in.
Yeah,
So here in
that's,
Ontario,
I'm talking about
Ontario. But check your local province or municipalities and see if they have anything
'cause
similar. Yeah.
Similar. But
Yeah.
I heard that I think Toronto or Niagara probably have the same.
Yeah.
It's just the rules sometimes change. It depends of the year, right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, interesting. And so after so you do your 3,000 hours.
3,000 hours.
Then you do the exam. And like kind of give us an idea or an outline of how that.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
so I did submit it. So what they asked, well, this is a very common question in the salon for new hairstylists, how to apply apprenticeship program. And then when I finished the book, so I'm done with my 3,000 hours. You communicate with the Skilled Ontario that you finished that, and then they will send you a message to what pages of the book you need to send to them, and then you can book your license exam.
Okay.
So yeah, then you
Wow.
can choose the day. So the license exam, in my time, is just theory. So it's not, there was no like practical.
Practical test. Yeah.
So yeah, and then I had to pass. So there were 120 questions. I had to pass at least 70.
Wow.
Yeah, so 70, and luckily I got 77. So actually,
And how do you prepare?
you think,
How do you prepare for the exam? Like just by reading the book, or?
yeah.
Okay.
So this actually a little bit tricky sometimes, because once you work already in the salon, you have your own like way to do things, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but you have to review the book,
Okay.
because the questions, they really like focus on how the book like laid out. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
how
Yeah. So they go
Though
by
there
the
are
book.
scenarios.
Yeah.
Like there are scenarios on the questions that they like practical, but mostly it's in the book, which you forget already over time, right? Like you forgot
Oh yeah.
already.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good that they study, like they review the book,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Okay. So basically, just. read
And
the
they
book.
have this a small like examination book anyway as a guide also that you can review. So basically you have to read the book,
Okay.
again,
Yeah.
review. So
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, that's helpful.
that's why it's
Yeah.
a bit difficult to get a high grades in like me, because I studied like a month before the test, but
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like you're used to it already, and then you won't remember those little things, how you create the chignon. You know the chignon. I forgot how you pronounce it, but it's the chignon. Like how you create that.
Because a lot of the
basic-
things, a lot of things
You have-
learn,
sometimes
you're not
you-
even. It doesn't apply to.
Sometimes you do
yeah.
your own thing,
That's
like
right,
how to
yeah.
achieve the style.
Yeah.
So
So it's more of like a formality, basically, what you're learning in school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
So when I also like when I pass, of course they will send you like, well, you have to pay for it, of course.
and how much was the
payment?
Yeah, and during your time.
I couldn't remember exactly, but it was like 100 something.
Oh, okay.
100 something or okay.
So
Something like that.
yeah, like overall, school plus apprenticeship plus the license.
Mhm.
How much would it cost overall, including? And do you have to buy your own like scissors and like tools and
Well, I
things?
had already made tools in school. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I forgot to mention about also the good thing about like, well, that's included in the tuition. Like they provide your tools.
Oh,
right?
okay,
Like
cool. Okay.
brushes, scissors,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. Everything. Even like luggages, they would give you
Oh.
luggages to put all your stuff.
Oh wow.
Mannequins, yeah. That's
Okay,
included.
so
in
it's
the
all
tuition.
included.
And
Okay.
even the makeup, because
Yeah.
we had like a makeup, basic makeup, right?
Right. Yes.
So they provide that too.
Oh, wonderful. That's
Yeah.
great.
So
Like,
we don't need.
so, like-
well, if you want to buy extra later on when you work in the salon, of course.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So for people that are inspired or want to get into hairstyling, what do they need to do to be prepared for the financial part, the physical and mental strain? Like what advice can you give them to be prepared before they get into this career?
It depends of their status here in Canada. In my case, like I'm a domestic student, right?
Oh yeah,
But
so
I'm
you're
from-
a Canadian citizen.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
Canadian citizen, I'm domestic. As far as I remember, if you are a permanent resident, you can also, apply, or you can enroll as domestic, right, domestic student. So it's totally different from international. requirements. So, like my case, I just have to provide all those things that I mentioned,
Right,
equivalency, and then
So
financially, like if they have money, if they don't have the money or
Right.
the the finances enough money to support their schooling, there's an option like OSAP that you can apply, Ontario
Ontario
I forgot.
student.
Ontario student program.
Assistance
Yeah.
program.
Yeah, so they will give you grants, but I know nowadays that they change. There are changes of
Yeah.
the rules.
Like for
But
student
during my
loans.
time, I got some grants. The grants is like you don't need to pay back, or
Right.
the loans you have to pay back, right? So yeah,
Yeah, like there is student loans available.
available.
But you'd have to look
It
into
depends on
that.
your status
Right. Yeah.
in Canada.
So international students.
That's a different.
It's a
story.
different topic.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you're a domestic student, this is what you would have to do,
Yeah,
basically.
so-
Yeah. And like, so let's get back to when you did the license
Yeah, the
exam.
license exam.
Tell us more about that. Like, what was involved? Like, what happens during the exam?
So, like, when during the exam, actually, like you have to sit, like you're not allowed to bring your stuff. They're gonna put your stuff in the locker, and then we were sitting far from each other, and then yeah, so you have to follow the rules. Actually, they're very strict, so there are people watching you while taking the exam,
Oh yeah,
and then
definitely.
make sure that
Yeah.
there's no cheating. So you can't really cheat because it's like you're sitting
Oh,
far
yeah,
from
yeah.
like far from each other, and then we're being timed.
Yeah.
We're being timed for sure. So that's why you
Yeah.
have to make sure that I think most students know about
Yeah. Yeah.
the rules of taking exam, that you try to answer all those questions that you know, and then you can just go back to the questions that you're not sure.
No.
Because the problem with that, if you focus too much on the things that you don't really understand
Right.
much, or you don't know the answer, then you're wasting the time.
Is there a
Are you
time?
racing?
What is the time limit for the
Um,
exam?
To be honest, I couldn't remember anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, but I know it's like, yeah, like you have to really use your,
Time wisely.
time
Yeah.
wisely. Yeah.
Yeah. And were you a good student? Like, did you get passing grade? Like, what was your academic experience? Like, were you like?
I
Did you,
would say,
did you get
it
a
was
grade
good.
point average? That was
yeah, it
above?
was good. Like
Yeah.
I would say 86 overall for for first, second, and third term.
Okay.
That's
not bad.
It was difficult in my case, right? Because we did a lot
yeah.
of
A lot
online
of-
classes, and we have to submit our projects
Right.
through online as well. So
There's a lot of hurdles that you had to go through
Yeah.
when you.
So, but because I was a full time student, so I only work every weekend.
Mm.
So I had enough time, to study.
So you're a working
So-
student.
I was working student. I'm a
Yeah,
mom.
you're a working student.
I'm a mom.
No,
so I
no,
have-
yeah, but no,
I
for
have,
for our audience,
oh,
you
yeah.
know, like a lot
Oh,
of
yeah, she
them
knows,
could be working
Yeah, I was
students,
a working.
right?
Yeah, I was a working student. I work at Tim Hortons during that time, so I work weekends, and during my if there was holidays, right? So I work. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So you're proving that there is a way. There's a way of balancing
Oh, yeah.
school
It was
and
hard, but-
your personal life, right?
I had to. That's why I waited until, my son, until Simon, until he is already, I would say independent. Well, he was independent
Yeah.
a while ago, but still I waited until I'm very committed with my time to school, because I know that it's not that easy. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
And there's a lot of sacrifices too, before
Yeah.
you could just jump in and start school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges for sure, struggles, challenges. But like what I said, or I mentioned from a previous video, that if you like this career, if you have the passion, then you will go for it. But actually, there are many hairstylists who give up in their first two years. because you know.
Is it
It's
because
not-
it's so demanding, or like?
I would say physically in demand. Even before you work in the salon, and then especially when you work in the salon.
Okay.
So much expectations.
Yeah.
And
And
you're a professional, so
Right.
and I feel like there's a lot of like expectations, and they will judge you right away. You know, the way you look, the way I mean, like people actually in my first year, like clients always misjudge. How do you call that? Interpret.
they misconstrued.
Yeah,
Like they misunderstood. Yeah.
You know, like they thought I'm very innocent. Not innocent, but they thought I don't know what I'm doing. You know,
Oh,
that
I
kind of stuff.
see. Yeah.
It's
So
not
it was more like they needed to know you more and to build
yeah.
up the
If I don't
trust.
mention
Yeah.
that I have son, if it feels like they think that I'm like, you know, like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Like the
where
first, they call it like they're biased right away by the time. You know,
they judge you before they know you. Yeah.
And so like it just they need time and you need time to adjust.
Yeah, that's one of the
Yeah.
challenge actually.
Yeah. And yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Like to get back to the license, I forgot to ask this. Do you have to renew it? Like
Oh,
what is
yeah.
the process for that?
Oh yeah, the license. So after I took the test, when I passed the test, they sent me a note that like. So they sent me a note because during that time they changed the rules. So they did not provide a card, which this one actually. So they did not provide this. They canceled
Okay.
this. They
Yeah.
just used the
So
card.
this is your
yeah, the
your
card,
license.
the license card.
Yeah.
So they gave me only a paper. But after 6 months, I received a letter from Skilled Ontario that I had to renew my license. I was
Oh,
surprised because
wow.
I heard from other hairstylists that it's 1 year. Like the duration is 1 year for the license. But in my case, like what I said not after 6 months. Before it said 6 months, they sent me a letter that I have to renew it. So I was wondering why, but I renew it. So after that, I received this. So from that time, and then I renew again after a year. So I guess it's just during that time because they
During that
changed the
situation,
rules.
yeah.
So everyone once a year, and as far as I remember, the last time I paid was $67
Okay.
for license. Yeah.
Okay. That's not too
For
bad.
1 year, I would say.
Okay, so that's reasonable too. Okay.
And in one of the courses in your class, do they teach you about how to, for example, if someone has like some type of scalp disease or something like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
do they teach you anything about how to rectify that or like?
Yeah, I
so-
remember. I couldn't remember exactly what I learned about scalp disease during school, but as far as I remember, like it's common here that it's okay, like the dandruff. Of course, we
Yeah.
have products to use that, but the lice.
Or lice, yeah,
Lice.
any type of.
Lice is very here in Canada actually. If we know the person has lice, we don't accept them.
Oh, okay.
And then while during the consultation, if you see there's a lice, of course you'll ask them, like you will tell them why. And then if ever you started the service already, so you can just you have no choice. You started the service, so you have to
Right.
finish the service and then clean everything. Like
Okay.
you have to like clean everything,
Right.
sanitize and stuff like
Like
that.
obviously it's self-explanatory that you should always have proper hygiene, but is that something that you learned in school or just in the salon?
I learned that in salon.
Okay, so not in
Because
an
I
actual
encountered.
course. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
I have one coworker that she was so surprised that she experienced that. 'Cause I think she never experienced it, but
Yeah.
I experienced some. Well, I mean, my other coworkers, and then so we just had to
Okay, so it's something that you learned on the job. Yeah.
and shop.
Okay.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You can watch part 1 and 2 here. Please hit the like button if you like this video and click the notification bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Don't forget, kindness is free. Don't hesitate to share it. Thank you. Bye!